All right, let me toss that on my automatic. Let's see what we got going on here. I should just do the internet and then just have my internet streams from here. Should have done it like that. Well, let folks roll in. It's kind of just a test, but I do want to do a little shit talking. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna let y'all roll in. Hopefully, folks roll in. If not, that's all right, because I don't intend on being live long. I'm just rolling my J. Realistically, what I wanted to talk about again was the investing. But I figured I'd call it Shit Talk Saturday, so you know, folks could roll up while I'm doing that. So while I'm rolling up, I'm gonna give y'all some time to slide in. It is just the first minute or two. Give some time for folks to roll in. While I'm doing that, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, here today with a Shit Talk Saturday to weapon tap on your head with a little bit of an ADH wealth solution. I've been going on a little bit of a rant. I changed my format up a little bit because I used to, and I'm still gonna get back to the articles and all that, but I'm realizing um, a lot of people actually prefer this type of content, right? Where it's 1000% authentic. My doggone phone. Hold on, let me see if I can change the trajectory of my phone. There we go. Where it's 1000% authentic. So I'm gonna just give you all this 1000% authentic. Ironically enough, when it comes to cooking, right? People say that I do a lot of cooking when I'm sitting in here, smoking my joint and talking my smack in the car. And realistically, I have a client, quite a large client, um, that I'm dealing with who came to me through these YouTube streets, and he said something that was interesting because um, I'm not going to mention his name because he didn't say that he wanted to be mentioned, but I mentioned another guy that I tout about a lot through YouTube, and he was like, hey, it's great to hear his accomplishments, but I'd like to hear some of yours. You know, you are the financial guy, by the way, and then I mentioned it's difficult to show off your accomplishments as the financial person, right? Because as a legitimate financial person, you're walking a very thin line there, right? Hey Malika, what's going on? You don't want to commingle funds and things like that, so you have to do a very delicate dance. Um, at any rate, what's up, Malika? I'm sitting here. I figured today I would rant, because I've been going through a lot on these social media streets recently, um, especially with other black men. It is getting real sad. I It will also see the resurgence of Kevin Samuel's content talking to men that's telling men, yo, you're a fucking loser, stop being a loser, this, that, and the third. Like, he really went at the red pill space that embraced him so wholeheartedly when he started attacking, when he started speaking to women. Now, the women he was speaking to were looking for the type of men he was speaking to. But the type of men he was speaking to was not a majority of the type of men who were consuming his content. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to get back on the investment stuff, right? Because I realize that folks don't have an education of investment. And Malika, shout out to you because you're part of the reason that I decided to go live, because I just saw your comment and I said, yo, you know, uh, I need to start speaking like this to people more often, because you actually speak about the fact that I've helped you. And I want to make sure that I continue to do that. By the way, we got to meet Monday. I just thought about that. I need to send you I'll send you a calendar invite. But the the dangers as consumers when you're sitting here and you've got these financial professionals. Art of Will, what's good? He says, with all due respect, some of the people in the red pill space are frauds. They are. And I'm noticing that, and I'm noticing that there's a huge grift, and for men of all walks of life. But I speak specifically to black men because that's what I am. So that's the only perspective I can really have. But this is actually very awesome because we are men, high value men, right? Powerful men. Like Art of Will is a powerful guy. He's a guy who hangs with another guy who I know who's another wealthy, powerful guy, right? So once you get to a certain level of wealth and stuff, race actually doesn't really start to use this homo tamale. You know what's funny about Rolo Tomasi? You know, before I came to the O sphere, the red pill spaces, I uh I knew of Rolo Tomasi, but I knew of him from Wall Street. Now he wasn't one of like the highly respect. His name, yes, you knew who his name was, but he didn't get a shit ton of respect on Wall Street with the guys with power. Because, like I said, a big thing is that a lot of guys, to have power, you have to be married. And it has nothing, it has a lot to do with the power, right? Novia, hold on real quick. My wife's calling me. Sorry, that was my wife. She just hit me, and I'm sitting in the car smoking, but she just called me and asked me if I wanted breakfast. She's making some bacon and eggs, so I'm about to end up cutting this live short because I'm about to go get me some bacon and eggs. But I'm gonna finish at least smoking, so I'll give y'all another 10 minutes, hopefully. But what happens is folks get fucking misled, right? Like one of the things, especially in the red pill space, that I've noticed that Kevin Samuels was saying to a lot of guys was get your mind right, right? And you know, this seems to be I don't know about other communities, but I know it's huge in the black community. I always see these fucking dudes running around talking about their baby's mother, right? And again, this is in all communities, right? But again, I can only speak from my lens, because I've seen it in other communities too. And in those other communities, the dudes who run around and become babies daddies and all that shit, they fucking hate them. You know why? Because now, if I'm an honest fucking businessman or a fucking regular 9 to 5 worker, I have to go slave every day and go to work for some nuts that some fucking dumbass busted because he's not going to be responsible. So instead of us being mad at the woman, we should be mad at the fucking dumbass running around busting the nuts. Right? Oh, well, the woman let them in. Yes, the woman do let them in. We need to tell the women that too. Hey, look, ladies, chill letting these guys, pump and dump you. You see what's happening. But at the same time, what we got to start doing is putting a scarlet letter on these fucking wasted space ass dudes. Hey, dude, I'm paying tax dollars for all these fucking nuts you're busting. Unless you gonna come help me bust a nut, then I like listening to his earlier stuff when he spoke to men and tried to get themselves together. He had Women Wednesdays, which was also good. See, yeah, I stumbled upon him initially when he was talking to women, but I really liked him for his style. We should, but there isn't a high percentage of those dudes. But it's true. But think about it. Those dudes get blocked from shit in other communities. But black men, we like to be at the bottom, bro. I'll be totally honest with you. What it is you see all these black dudes running around blaming white guys and blaming the system and women and blaming this and blaming that. Like Kevin Samuel said in his other video, if it wasn't fucking women, dudes would be running around fucking blaming kittens and fucking, oh, the roaches are rebelling, right? But especially with black dudes, it seems like, oh yeah, no, we want to be at the bottom. We don't want upward mobility. As a whole, there's a couple of us, but as a whole, black dudes like to be at the fucking bottom. Right? We talk all this upward mobility shit. It's bullshit. Black dudes like to be at the fucking bottom. We don't want to be at the top of nothing. We don't want to control nothing. We don't want to be in control of nothing. We don't want the responsibility. Damn, it sounds fucked up. Somebody would say, "You're an Uncle Tom. You sound like you hate yourself." Why? Because I'm giving you the facts of what I'm surrounded by? Because I'm giving you the facts of, damn, I've been at this for almost 20 fucking years and had many black men who I've tried to help work with me or work with, and they've all been fucking dregs of society. But I'm a self-hater. Make it make sense. Right? Kurt Angle smashed black women left and right, but he married a white woman. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? But here's the problem. Black dudes are just like Kurt Angle. They'll smash black chicks left and right and go run and marry a white woman. And then talk about, we need to keep the money in the community. We need to build ourselves up. No, the fuck we don't. We don't want to. We act like we want to. That's why it's Rape-A-Lot Records and all that bullshit. Right? You don't really see black men doing legitimate businesses. Ooh, I got a barber shop, I got a hair salon, I got a nail salon, I got a clothing line where I buy a pair of Dickies and a fucking Hanes t-shirt and iron on a logo and try to charge you $25 for it. I'm out here grinding. I was in a group of black men. The dude complained. I said, man, he said, oh, the average man can't get the woman such and such and such and such. And I'm like, yo, red pill dudes, that's like saying, oh, the average lion can't get the average lioness because the apex lions are running around smashing all the lionesses. At least fucking Scar, a lower tier lion, came up with a scheme to come into power. All you niggas want to do is be on YouTube all day and cry about it. And yeah, I'm pissed because I'm in that category, whether I want to be or not, right? Because I am a black man. So collectively, even if I am an outlier, if it's 100 of us, right? Just like Muhammad Ali said back during the civil rights movement. And somebody said, hey, but there are some good whites and there are some good others and da-da-da-da. He said, listen, if there's 100 venomous snakes coming at the door to me and 5 of them don't mean me no harm, but the other 95 gonna bite me, should I leave the door open and let them snakes in? No. He says, I want to become an expat again. I only diss drags as humor. I ain't worried about that, bro. I diss drags too. I did a video earlier explaining to women how fucking nonsensical they sound when they, you know, say stuff like, I want a high value man. And this is all women, Western women at least. I want a high value man who's got all this money and, you know, well, what do you bring to the table? Oh, well, you know, I can help him maintain his business and get that money. Bitch, that's like me saying, I want a sexy woman with big tits and a big butt. Well, what do you bring to the table? Well, you know, I've got big tits and a big butt. Well, she's already got that, so she don't need you for big tits and a big butt. Well, you know, I can massage her big tits and big butt. Are you going to give resources so she's not attacked by millions of people? Right? So, you know, again, I say this because I'm included in that list of black men. Right? Because, hey, I ain't perfect. I'm sitting here smoking weed right now. Right? So I'm not saying that I'm perfect either. But again, as a black man from the inside looking out and on the outside looking in, as a whole, we got some fucking egg on our face. We look ridiculous, right? And it's ridiculous that the fastest growing spaces and stuff is the nonsense, right? Like, again, for almost 2 decades, I've been talking to brothers. Hey, listen, let's get some of this. Hey, let's come together collectively. But everybody's in their rat race. Out for Dolo. Butterwubbers held the wall. Butterwubber had a great fall. All the civil forces weak men couldn't put these tracks together again. Now that's hilarious, Will. That is fucking funny. Right? I might have to get on Razor Rays now. But it's just back to the investment shit. It is back very similar to like the men and the women, but it's painful to see that these quote unquote financial professionals mislead folk. And one of the things with investing that you have to look at is if you can afford to lose the money. So let's talk about that real quick. The amount of money that you have to invest needs to be at least $25,000. Otherwise, it's not an investment. And yeah, definitely, Malika. All about solutions. We'll get to the solutions. So if you have less than 25,000, you're not really investing, right? In a sense, if we're looking at major markets, right, or the stock market, or if you're options trading or trading forex, you don't need licenses for any of this, but there's a barrier to entry. So I am going to equate it to men and women, right? Let's use things like crypto. There's a very low barrier of entry to crypto. This is why everyone who has a, hey, come join my course, I'll teach you how to flip real estate, get into if they got 17 dozen things they're doing: crypto, real estate, credit, investment. It's probably not legit, right? Crypto is, he says, there's a reason why the snatch looks like a wallet. Insert here. So exactly with that, just like a wallet, right? You don't want a wallet that has that easy access, right? So crypto is attained with this, $1, right? And in order to get out of crypto, you want another dollar, right? The problem is there's a very low barrier to entry to get that dollar. And again, you have to understand why people get into the stock market or investing. So before you invest, you have to be a psychological investor, right? They have books called Behavioral Investment that will check if you're an emotional investor and how you should invest and the types of things you should invest in. Now, in the typical sense, anything can be an investment, but it is Shit Talk Saturday. Listen, I just finished my blood. I'm about to go get these eggs and bacon. I'm gonna walk y'all with me. And then I'm gonna come smoke and talk some shit later. Cause it is Shit Talk Saturday, right? I ain't always gotta be serious. Oh fuck, let me roll up this window. Right? So at any rate, let's hop out. Sorry, I guess you guys can hear me again. Hopefully. You know, I have a car. But you know, it's 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 crazy wild, right? That you have these like I don't know big mentality. That's actually like buddy, my buddy named Mark. Right back. School, doing something. I was like, Yeah, no, I'm in that Wi-Fi area. Uh, um, that's crazy. Um, but there's one dude I know named Mark Kudu, and I don't since I was like 14 years old, and he used to manage a Burger King that my brother worked at when I was a kid, and since then he is manager, real estate investor. I didn't know he doesn't hold real estate license, he's a real estate investor. And yes, I'm over the cost of living for expats. Um, but he and I are actually going to be doing a seminar on um in probably in January. I'll talk about it in December. Is my audio better now? Well, hopefully my audio is better now because this question about that article is asking is actually a big one for expats. Actually, I need to do a lot more work with expats. As I do work with expats quite a bit. So realistically, it won't hurt too much for expats because, especially working with me as an expat, you're gonna have a situation where you're pulling, at least 5 figures a month, right? So if you're pulling at least 5 figures a month, tax free, residually, you're not going to be too concerned about conversion because the U.S. dollar is stronger than just about every other currency on earth. Okay, let me send your audio. And, 1 second. Okay. Let me see. Audio. Sorry. All right. Hopefully, this cleared up because I was just going, man. I just put like a mofo. Um, and, and I was trying to answer the question that what was asked. When it comes to expats, yeah. So people in 5 figures a month, so 10,000, 20,000 plus per month outside of the U.S. Damn, it's still the same. All right. Well, then, if that's the case, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you hit that like, drop comments, subscribe, spam, that notification bell, and I'll holler at y'all later.